So you're looking for a stylish smartwatch that doesn't break the bank? Well, Amazfit has got you covered, and this small device packs one hell of a punch for the price point. So let's just start off the bat. There is so many different exercise options on this watch. It's unreal. Everything from running all the way up to badminton. A nice extra is the GPS. So if you're ever on a long walk or run and you want to track your vitals and distance, this is great. I won't say it's perfect, but I would give it a strong 9 out of 10, and it will get the location pretty spot on. The screen is an LCD instead of an OLED screen. This isn't a bad thing at all. It brings the price down, and in doing this so it's able to pack more into the actual watch. So you can set the screen timer to stay active for around 2 to 11 seconds depending on your preference. If you want to activate the screen, all you need to do is tap it, or another way you can do this is actually twist your wrist vigorously and it will turn on, hopefully all the time. Sometimes it doesn't work, I'm going to be honest with you, but if you do it for the majority of the time, it will work. If you don't want to do either of them two methods, you can just click the button on the right side of the watch. Very versatile in being able to switch the screen on in 3 different ways. Notifications are present with everything from WhatsApp, Facebook and SMN on it. The watch does notify you when you do have a call, but because it's not got Bluetooth enabled voice activation, so unfortunately you're not able to answer the phone on the watch. You can either decline the call or send a custom message. I would have liked to be able to actually answer the phone. One feature that I do really like, if you like, for me, I'm forever doing a to-do list. I do a to-do list to do a to-do list. And you're able to create one of these on the Zen app. That's the app for the smartwatch on your mobile phone. You can set date, times, and it will also notify you. So that's a great little addition to the watch. There's so much packed into this device, it's unreal, and once you get to grips with it, you won't be disappointed at all. Now when it comes to fitness, one thing you always want to keep an eye on is your heart rate. Well, the Amazfit Bip U Pro does this and achieves this, but at a cost. And I say this because it's only accurate around 75% of the time, which isn't a bad thing at all for the price. But if you do want something that's going to get you 100% accurate, I would recommend going for a more expensive smartwatch. Music control is here. This works flawlessly, but you will need to have your phone on you at all times. You're not able to upload any tracks or MP3s onto this device like you were on the previous Amazfit devices. That is a bit of a downfall, but as I say, it comes down to the cost again. And if you're looking to scroll through your playlist and pick a different song, unfortunately you're not going to be able to do this. You can only pick next or previous or stop and pause. Pretty basic. Alexa is also included in this, but I haven't got around to really using this. The device runs off the Zen app and it's pretty easy to get up and running. Just install the app and scan the QR code and you're good to go. Just make sure once you open the app to go to settings and select which wrist you will wear this on. Because if you put it on the wrong wrist and put it on the wrong tracking setting, it won't actually track correctly, as I found out. A couple of things to watch out for if you have tattoos. You would need to put this on a place that you don't have a tattoo. Yes, it seems silly, but for me, I've got tattoos all along my left wrist and arm. I basically got a sleeve, and for some reason the heart rate monitor didn't pick it up. I had to push the watch up slightly to where I had some skin left with no ink on it. And another thing to watch out for, if you do like the watch a bit slack and loose on your wrist, it won't actually track your heart rate. This failed numerous times on me if I didn't have it tight enough, and I've got to say, when you do put it quite tight, the band does get quite sweaty quickly. So I would highly recommend getting a new strap for this, because the straps that they provide are just really irritating after so long. If you've done a really sweaty workout, you will actually feel it on the wrist and your wrist will become really irritating. So one thing I haven't been able to get to work on this is the sleep tracker. I've tried it on numerous wrists, I've gone to sleep with it, I sleep with it pretty much every night, but it just doesn't seem to track it correctly. It tracks it hit and miss, so sometimes it will track it when I'm in a deep sleep, but not other times. It may be the settings that I need to play around with, but this isn't really a big part of why I got the watch, so for me it's not really a big issue. There is various different faceplates you can get on the watch as well. There's quite a lot. It's in the Zen app. So all you need to do is go into the Zen app, go into library, and then choose the relevant one you want. Make sure Bluetooth is on, and it will download it straight to your phone. Now, if you're like me and you suffer with anxiety, there is also a breathing app on it, and it also tracks your stress. But for me, these are a bit of a gimmicky addition. Not a lot of people will use them. I'm not going to lie, I do use the breathing technique every now and again. But for me, it's just something that they've added in extra that I wouldn't really use on a day-to-day basis. You've got a compass on there as well. So if you're ever in the wild and you get lost, you'll be able to find yourself back with the compass. Now, if we scroll up on the watch, we get the notification screen shortcut. If we scroll down, we get the settings. So we've got the light timer, we've got various other settings. So we've got the auto screen, screen locking, light up on notification, and various other settings. If we go back and we go on to the left, then we've got Alexa. And then if we go to the right, we've got all our activity goals and our heart rate and so on. And you can customize this as well. So if you want different things to activate from swiping left or right, you're able to do this as well. We've also got the weather on it, which does help me out a lot. And when it's raining, you know I will not be walking home. So one thing I do want to mention on this as well, it has got a cycle tracker for all the females. And it's also got Find My Phone. So when the app is connected to the phone and you lose the phone, all you need to do is click this and you will hear a long sharp buzz and it'll go for around 3 to 4 seconds. And if you keep pressing it, you'll be able to find your phone. So that's quite nice as well. Now, in conclusion, the watch is not perfect, but for the money that you pay, it comes in for around £55 in the UK and I believe around $60 to $70 in the US. You can't go wrong with this smartwatch. I would highly recommend it, and I've used this for the last month as my daily driver. And I've got to say, I got no complaints with it at all. But I would say it isn't scratch proof, but it does take a lot of a battery, and I would highly recommend getting a scratch proof case or cover for this. So let me know, guys, if you have got this watch or what kind of smartwatch you use and what you like about it and what you don't. What would you like to see in the future for smartwatches, because the development is forever growing. Anyway, guys, as always, please like this video if you've enjoyed it. And as always, guys, stay safe and I'll see you all soon.